Ready?
Yep.
Do it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
Hey, everybody!
guys.
Welcome to our last night on Earth,
Yeah,
where we're gonna die. What if bow and arrows were built like this?
that would be really hard.
Welcome to last night on Earth. We're all gonna die in the morning.
Yeah.
Including you. Don't worry, you're not gonna be left out.
It's the apocalypse.
It's the
Whoa, did you see that? I said,
it's the
went and
apocalypse.
spun.
It's the astocalypse. So this is our last night on Earth, and it's our last show. Until we eventually start the first and certainly not last late night talk show from the center of hell, live from the seventh circle of hell.
Actually, from Satan's mouth.
From Satan's mouth. Brian's on the left, I'm on the right.
Judas is
and
gonna be.
Judas is in the middle.
He's our house band.
Yeah, Judas is our house band. Isn't his torso in the mouth? So his butt is our house band?
Yeah.
Judas's farts are our house band.
Judas is Satan,
And
not
we're gonna be
farts.
hanging out. Our legs are gonna be in Satan's other two mouths, and we're gonna be hanging out like, yeah, all right. That's actually.
Why didn't we think of this before?
I don't know, man. Anyway, so if you'll notice, there's a few things going on tonight. Brian's got a size. I am without shirt. I got a little sunburn today.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard to tell, but
Sam is doing hedonism.
I am doing hedonism. So, oh yeah. Oh, fan me.
Jordan, fan Sam. Fan
yeah.
Sam with the big leaf.
Woo! Woo! Magic! I'm also going to use it to hide my nips.
Look, one of them, this one Sam turned over. Look, a snail went on it.
Oh, sweet. Let's lick it and get high.
Does that work? Is that?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, so we got a show for you tonight. We're gonna do some things, some stuff. I'm gonna wear these apparently. We're gonna do some things. We're gonna talk about some stuff. We're gonna play some music. You're gonna yell at us later on when we said it was the last show, and you said, "Oh, I missed it. Why didn't you tell me?"
And then we'll say we fucking did.
Yeah, and then we'll say, you know what? Go to hell.
We told everybody.
So anyway, Brian, how would you like to start this? Perhaps describe our plan for the evening. As it is
we would sometimes like to show you guys our well-illustrated lists. We haven't done it in a while because the lists are just getting sloppier and sloppier, and now this is what they look like.
Those are leaves, Freya.
They're these kind of just, it's like this horrible flow chart that you can't tell what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, it's a flow chart.
That's what we did. So, but there's a lot of stuff on there at least, even if we can't tell what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it says McConmon lists.
McCanmon.
Case. Fish plays.
That one's easy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that one I can read.
Yeah, that one's okay.
So what did you do today, Sam?
I went to Provincetown today. It was pretty nice. What did you do today?
I went to work today.
Oh, suck it, nerd.
And then we went and we got ready for our show tomorrow. Sam's last show with Troll 2,
on Earth,
the band. And, well, it's actually tonight's the last night on Earth, so this is going to be our first show, kind of, in hell.
In hell.
But we made pins, and Chris never came. I wonder where he is. Chris O'Grady, if you're out there in TV land.
TV land, it's the land. The phrase.
Wherever you are, I know that in your dreams are Dota. I know that much about you, but... Did we ever tell you about our Dota song?
No, I don't really want to know, though. Anyway, moving on. So, what's on the list? What do you want to start with?
Should we go inside out spiraling?
Let's start with hell.
Let's
Because
start
we're
with
starting
hell.
in hell.
Yeah.
So let's go outwards from hell. First off, who would go to hell? But ended up not going to hell. Because of their
Constantine. John Constantine.
Not John Constantine, but close. A hero like John Constantine. A hero to some. A vile villain to many.
Oh, are we talking about Mr. Odorous Urungus,
Yeah.
who went sometimes by the name Dave Brocky.
Dave Brocky. So he died.
You guys, we talked about this. I had a kind of a crisis and decided to try and turn my life around, which didn't really work. But I'm still trying really hard. Like, it was kind of like the most bittersweet inspiration I've ever gotten. Because I was like, dude, Dave Brocky, I'm gonna be that good. Dude is full-fledged my hero. Died a few months ago. Then apparently sat around in a fucking box until his funeral. For
A cold box.
For like 2 months.
A cold box.
That's a good one. You can't leave.
A very cold box. Freya's really enjoying the news right now.
Yesterday was Black Cat Appreciation Day, apparently.
Good job, buddy.
We played that, but we gave her lots of cat napkins.
Anyway, moving on back to Dave Brocky.
Yeah, so his funeral was recently done up in full regalia as Odorous Urungus, and was given a true Viking funeral and a true Viking ship with the cuttlefish of Cthulhu, his phallic symbiotic being, fully erect. Can they see that right now?
Yeah.
Can they hear us?
Probably.
And
most likely they can hear
done
us.
up and they lit him up.
And then they lit him up.
They did the real thing, and first of all, I didn't know this was legal. Second of all, look at all that smoke coming off of his fucking rubber costume.
Yeah.
That's as good as it could possibly get there, man. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I didn't even realize when you first said this, was this at the barbecue? Because I think that just happened.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe that's why they were saving him.
That's a really good question. The ceremony took place just before the annual barbecue.
Yeah.
In Richmond, Virginia.
Which I really wanted to go to because apparently they had
launched into the water and set on fire with a flaming arrow.
Yeah.
Flaming arrow.
For real. They had the original Beefcake the Mighty, what the hell is his name, come back and do lead vocals for him, and he's doing some festival gigs with Guar. So that and he used to sing, so that they had, what the hell is his name? Casey Orr is the current Beefcake. I forget the previous one. But and then they brought back the original, Slyminster Hyman and the Sexecutioner performed with them at the barbecue for the first time in probably over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, and probably all the Guar peripherals, the X-Cops and all the other bands that they're in played, like they do every year.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it was a really fantastic barbecue. And when you start like that, dude, when you start out, I kept hearing about it, and they decided they were going to keep doing the barbecue, and it was just going to be a bummer. But when you start it like that, like, how can anyone have a bad
clarify
day?
it a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't his body that they burned. It was just Odorous Urungus.
Oh, okay. Still
Which
pretty
is
cool.
still awesome.
Yeah.
But they said the spirit and alter ego of Dave Brocky into Valhalla.
I'm trying to figure out.
I'm
Not
bringing
the
you
Monkey
a
Palace.
Carbia.
I'm bringing you a Carbia. So I don't know if
I don't know what that means.
is Carbia or is someone warning me of Carbia. What's happening here?
Anyway, so what else is on the list, Brian?
What?
So that's pretty cool. That's a good way to start.
Yeah.
Moving upwards from hell.
Moving
Where do
upwards,
we go next?
digging out of the depths of hell. The next thing you hit is the internet.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
on the internet, I heard initially.
It is all of it.
Remember, we covered Twitch Plays Pokemon pretty well. That was awesome. This was, what, 6 months ago now?
It was something like that, and it just
Yeah.
ended. It just ended a couple.
Well, yeah,
couple
they
weeks ago.
kept doing it after the original. They did
They
some
did
of the,
they did everything.
They did everything.
All of them.
If you weren't around for that, it was how many people? Many, many tens
A
of
lot.
thousands of people, maybe
A lot of
hundreds of
people.
thousands, all playing, entering commands and playing the same game of Pokemon online at the same time, and they beat it through some kind of weird collective hive conscious.
It got really awesome.
It got really cool, and there was a culture built up around it, and people were there, and there was debates, and there were two sides, and you gotta. I mean, it's a lot to cover, but go read about it if you're interested. It was this amazing study in kind of these boom cultures that happen on the internet.
Subcultures?
No, but like sudden flash in the pan in extreme cultures, you know, that
like a trend culture.
But the other thing that people were saying was like, well, maybe this isn't actually hive mentality working. Maybe what this is saying is that you can beat Pokemon by just smashing buttons.
Yeah, I mean that is basically what it says.
That question got asked a lot, and people were saying, no, it's like this law of averages where like and the way they would lay out these plans that were like in this area, spam
left and down, and we will eventually get to the right place.
Yeah, and then but when you get past this point, spam right and down, and then you'll get around the corner, you know? And that was the idea. And
that's not really a hive mentality, though. That's not really a hive mind. That's just.
But anyway, I guess it was a response to this and maybe a test of it. They set up someone else on Twitch, set up another game of Pokemon with another video feed of a beta fish. And the beta fish had a motion sensor on it, so as he swam around his tank, he would go into different areas of the tank, and that would be different commands. Different commands. And I'm not sure how far the beta fish got. I actually haven't checked.
The last thing I saw was it captured its first wild Pokemon.
So this is after.
So that's a heck of a step.
I mean, it did.
I mean, that's amazing. I don't even remember when I caught my first Pokemon. I was like,
but anyway, I think it does kind of sink the theory of smash buttons and you beat Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because they were halfway through it at this point, you know.
Yeah.
At the point, you know, they beat the shit out of the fish. So, but that's a really good experiment. Anyway, I really like that. So, Fish plays Pokemon. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm sure.
It's called Fish Plays Pokemon.
Fish Plays Pokemon. So that's really cool. What else goes in the water, Sam?
Whales. Whale sharks. Sharks.
Sam, top 10 things in the water.
Top 10 things in the water. Old floating mine from World War II. Number 10. Number 9, goldfish that are in some water. Number 8, sea monkeys. Number 7, not 4, but 7. Number 7 is jet skis. Number 6, mermaids. Number 5, mermaid boobs. Number 4, whales. Number 3, you know, the giant Lego man.
Where's your giant Lego man?
Yeah, there was a giant Lego man that floated for a while.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a giant Lego man.
Okay.
Number 2, jellyfish, and number 1, penguins.
Penguins.
Which isn't really number 1, but whatever.
This also ties into Guar weirdly too. We'll get to that later. If everyone saw my Facebook post, because I know you all follow me on Facebook.
I don't.
Pacific halibut are pretty cool.
Arctic char.
Give us list fish. List
fish, please. Anyway.
I want like 200 of them. So there's a penguin, right? Y'all know penguin. Y'all know emperor penguins.
I've met penguins.
There was the movie about them, about the penguins, and then they made the
Happy
movie
Feet.
about the... No, there was the other one. There was the one with the real penguins, and then they made Happy Feet.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
That appeared to be a sequel. Did you ever notice that Happy Feet, the beginning, was like... It started as...
The Hobbit.
The movie, as the penguin movie by the guys who made Winged Migration. What was it called? Penguin in the Winter itself.
Winter Penguin South.
What was it called? What was the penguin
Southern
movie, Jordan?
Penguin Nature.
March of the Penguins.
March of the Penguins.
And it started out like fucking the beginning of Happy Feet was so intense, and it was
oh yeah, with the
it was like a tie-in, yeah.
With the Elvis dad.
Well, yeah, but then there was the big like ghost penguin, and it was like preposterously epic, and in my eyes that was the tie-in to. It was a spin-off. It was a cartoon spin-off of March of the Penguins. So anyway, in those movies, in that series, in that franchise, we saw the emperor penguins, which are the biggest penguins on the planet because they're like a couple feet tall, right? They're really
like this tall. They're like this tall.
No, bigger than that. They're like up to your nipple.
They're like sometimes. No, they're like this tall.
Well, they're really big anyway for a penguin, for a bird that can't even fucking go up in the air, which makes them taller because then all the space underneath them becomes part of them. But so those are the biggest penguins we thought. But then, God, I need this article in front of me because I'm just fucking rambling here.
You're having a really hard time.
Sam,
really hard time.
Fill in for me.
One time, when I was maybe 8 years old, I got jealous of my sister having to write a paper for school, so I did a report on emperor penguins on notebook paper, and I printed pictures out off the internet of penguins, and I cut them out and I taped them to the report so that I would get a better grade from my parents.
So, Antarctica, 40 million years ago, they found a new fossil of penguins stood 2 meters tall. That's like 6 feet.
2 meters is me.
Yeah.
I'm 2 meters.
There was 40-million-year-old Sam-sized penguins in Antarctica.
Sam-sized penguins? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look at that.
You're basically a penguin.
Look at this.
And they look like Sam too. That's the really interesting thing. I know they're not fish, but they eat fish, so they actually turn fish into themselves in a way. But yeah. Now the funny thing about this. Oh,
cool.
Oh, I was wondering what.
Keep going, Brian. Keep going.
There's a cat. Don't let the cat out.
I won't let the cat out. Go ahead.
Keep going, Brian. Keep going.
So now the weird thing is, this is also a Guar tie-in, because everything tonight is a Guar tie-in. Because Guar predicted this in a song, all right? They had a song about ancient, multiple million-year-old giant killer penguins. They had a song about it, and then it comes true around the death of Otis Urungus. And now I think all the things from all the Guar songs are going to start coming true, and it's the apocalypse. That's my theory. Hello, Carbia. Oh, do you have a didgeridoo too? Oh, no, that's something else. I thought we were going to have a didgeridoo concert.
Yeah, whatever. Well, anyways, I'll continue on. I don't want to interrupt. I mean, I figured it'd make our final episode of your best ever.
Yeah,
yes,
probably. So anyway, yeah, giant penguins. It's pretty crazy.
I was trying to get at something else that goes in the water, Sam. And probably tells the giant penguins what to do.
Leopard seal.
And all those other things that some...
Orca whale.
Listening.
Submarines. Communists.
You're getting closer? No, you're not. Never mind. I know that's
Hang on. I'll get there. Silence, I'm thinking.
Right?
Broken...
Zoe,
I don't know what.
Our fiddle.
Aquaman! Aquaman! Woo! Aquaman goes there. Oh boy, Aquaman.
So tell me about Aquaman.
Okay, so this is some movie news. No, we'll get to that later. It's movie news. That's movie news.
Aquaman. Well, the news.
Thanks, Mark.
Oh, now you're leaving? Okay, fine.
Well, I gotta go make fun of you online.
Go. Yeah. Aquaman.
So Aquaman, that actually wasn't movie news. We were just saying that Aquaman does tell the penguins what to do.
Yeah, that was just
part of the previous story. So, continuing on, then, Sir Sam. You take the next one on.
So let's talk about here, Brian. Do a top 10 list of things that you wish were backwards. Starting at 10.
Time. All guitar solos. My lower torso so I could moonwalk and always pee sitting down.
But then you'd have to poop standing up.
Yeah.
You'd have to like lean forward.
Is
that where your poop comes out?
The courses of dinner.
Where are we at now? 4? Is that 4? That's number 4.
That's
right?
number 4. Wait. upside down is different than
Upside down is different from
Okay.
backwards. Don't get screwed up. Let's try and be serious here.
Any palindrome. Parades.
Parades. And number one thing that you wish was backwards.
The career of McCracken on Mondays.
Boom. It gets younger as it progresses.
Yeah. Also, then I get to go back to college.
All right. Good one, Brian. All right. Well, you know what? Let's talk about this thing.
You
because
can sit down. Or you can't
yeah, there's
sit down.
there's chairs.
I was gonna say you
everywhere,
can take
man.
a seat, but there's garbage on
There's a chair
everything.
right there. That's a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a chair.
Interruption not intended.
No.
Let's
cool.
talk about
You
this
want
this mother.
Oh,
What's that
okay.
say? Dick swing?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about that real quick. So I found a thing on the internet the other day. Apparently, someone asked the question, "How fast do you have to swing your dick for it to catch fire?" And someone actually did the math. So, can't believe I just did this for a stranger, but here it goes. We assume that the average human, and MSL properties length is about 6 inches or 15.24 centimeters. Temperature for combustion is 1255 degrees Kelvin for human flesh, I'm assuming. Air temperature is 288 Kelvin, and I don't know what that is. Anyway, we also assume that James's foreskin, who I guess is this guy that posted it, can be treated as an adiabatic surface.
Did he ask if James was circumcised?
I don't know.
Okay.
Apparently not. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Eventually, they did the real math with other stuff being results in a velocity of 1,394.32 meters per second.
It's pretty fast.
Which equivalent to, if you're going to swing it around, I'm assuming.
I think it's still attached to your body.
I know, but if you're swinging it around.
Yeah.
1,331,000, no, 133,139 rotations per minute. So you have to spin it almost 130,000 times per second, or per minute, in order to, better known as fucking quick, it says.
Okay.
Unfortunately, none of us can do that. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about that thing.
Upright base fast fish.
Nice.
Upright fast fishing. Blood. What? Oh, well, so there's the ice bucket challenge going around. You guys know about this, right? I know someone who may or may not be watching right now. He's probably not. Tool. Whatever. Challenged me to it, and I was like, I'm going to do this? And first of all, I keep reading the directions, and they say, if someone challenges you, you have to donate $100. And if you pour the bucket of ice water on your head, you have to donate $10.
No, it's not you have to donate 100 and then 10. It's you donate 100 or...
No, I know. First of all, I don't like being told what to do. Let's not forget that.
Step off.
That's
Piss off, indeed.
Yeah, that's the first thing that does that. But it is for a good cause, and I can't remember what it is right now.
ALS.
ALS.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Lou Gehrig's disease. I knew it was somebody's disease, and there was an L. Now, it's for those of you who haven't kept up with this, you pour a bucket of ice water on your head.
For those of you who haven't kept up with this, you're an idiot. And
it's
you don't
it's been
use
so
things.
everywhere. It's been one of the bigger viral things.
Even I participated in
A
it.
couple of years. Carbia did it.
Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
I think I'm gonna at this point. Chances are I'm gonna do it just because I don't want to be that big of a tool. But and I really like the campaign. So you had a problem with the campaign, as in
I have a slight problem with the campaign. My slight problem with the campaign is I get that it needs to spread and propagate and reproduce, but my problem with it is why not just donate $100 and also dump a bucket of ice on your head and then tell people, but don't tell people that you donate $100. It gives an out. You know what I mean? It gives an out. And I've talked to a lot of people. They've been like, "Oh yeah, I nominated, but I'm probably not gonna do it. Also, I'm probably not gonna do it."
Yeah.
So like, I'll do the ice bucket challenge, but I'm not gonna do it.
If you said so, if they were like, hey, guys, challenge your friends to give us $10 for no reason, no one will fucking do it.
Or me for that matter.
Yeah, you know, it's just it's just a matter of getting it out there because it's a goofy thing.
I know, but you know, I don't know. Anyway, I think it's great.
I think it's cool. It's a good idea, but you know,
I like seeing celebrities dump water on themselves.
Yeah, that's cool.
Gwen Stefani was really annoying when she did it.
Mm-hmm.
She went,
no, that was their new single. Oh, bam!
Boom! What? Suck it. Anyway, so that's the ice bucket challenge. Brian has been challenged to the ice bucket challenge.
I have been challenged to the ice bucket challenge,
but he hasn't done it yet because he's afraid of ice.
No, I'm not.
He's afraid of ice. It's true. Every winter we gotta make a little fort for him under his bed so that he doesn't. So we gotta catheterize him.
And it's not the cold. Don't get me wrong. It's not the cold. It's ice.
It's the ice
I don't get how it's flowing something and then it's hard. That's horrible witch magic to me, and I don't want to be
He has the same problem with his penis.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but the other thing is I've heard 3 reports, one of which is confirmed, one of which is absolute horseshit, and one of which I haven't made up my mind on, of people who died from the ice bucket challenge, which is really kooky. One girl here in Boston dumped the ice on herself, then sat around in soggy clothes outside for 2 hours, passed out, and then when her friends went
died
together,
of exposure.
She was dead. She died of hypothermia in August. It's really, really sad, but also, like...
Don't do that!
Don't do that. Yeah, but that's really shitty. And then there was an old woman, allegedly, who died of some kind of...
shock?
Like, shock. And then the other one was, I read somewhere that a guy drowned, but that did not happen.
No, that didn't happen.
It's been banned in Minnesota, I heard.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so that's the ice bucket challenge. Brian, you have to do it. I think you should do it with Gatorade.
That's not.
It doesn't say ice bucket of water.
Ice bucket of urine.
Ice bucket.
Ice bucket of mashed potatoes. A bucket made of ice filled with scalding hot mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And then
just put it on your head and let it melt.
Yeah, try it with Red Bull.
Yeah, try it with Red Bull. Red Bull challenge. Anyway, so that's that. Moving on. Quick as a bunny. We got some movie news to talk about. Let's talk about movie news now. Well, let's go to this first, because that's not movie news.
Well, one thing we missed from the Comic-Con announcements last year was... This year, last week, was the announcement of the Simpsons Family Guy crossover, which is really interesting.
I saw a clip from it where Homer and the Family Guy are doing Peter Griffin are doing the chicken fight.
Yeah, they do the chicken fight. Well, I think one thing that I like is that it basically is all.
That arm just fly into the frame there, Brandon? That's freaking crazy. We have a ghost or something.
Leave a little can munch.
It's talking to us too. Anyway.
Yes. What did I say about? Oh yeah, is that basically the whole thing is acknowledging that Family Guy is just The Simpsons, but like a little bit grosser, which I can dig.
Yeah.
I don't know. I stayed.
Sorry, I just saw that person's username.
Yes.
Talk about random.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I stayed behind Family Guy a lot longer than most people did.
Mm-hmm.
I was all about it when it started, and it was really funny, and then it did
the same jokes.
It did its thing that did, and I stayed behind it way longer than everybody else. Way longer. But even for me, it got to be too much.
Too much guy.
It just can't be The Simpsons. Can't be on for 24 years and still keep going strong.
Yeah. No, Simpsons isn't going strong either. Simpsons is terrible.
Rest in peace, Marsha Wallace.
Yeah.
Was a main crabapple.
Rest in peace. Oh yeah, she just died, didn't she?
Last fall, no less.
Yeah.
So Robin Williams. It's been a week.
Who's number 3? Wait, who was it? Who died? Robin Williams?
Robin Williams.
The old actress lady, classic.
Doubtfire, Hug, and toys, all that.
Yeah.
Using toys.
No one. There's no third yet. Anyway, so.
It was Odorous Youngest.
So Odorous Youngest. No, that was no.
But anyway, the clips I saw were pretty funny, and it was all Simpsons jokes making fun of Family Guy. I think they just invited being like ripped on by the Simpsons characters. I think was the idea.
Yeah.
The one joke I really liked was when Homer goes, "Let's show our albino friends a good time."
Yeah.
And that so it's cool. I'm glad it happened. I probably won't even watch it, but I'm glad that it exists out there in the ether somewhere.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Well, anyway, let's move on to movie news. So there's some movies coming out that are really exciting. First off, well, some are exciting, some are just kind of like First off is Star Wars, which is, like, why not just love everything about it and what it's going to be right immediately before it comes out. So an image came out of the apparent new Stormtrooper helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Here they are, right here. There it is, the new Stormtrooper alleged helmet. I don't know why this picture is out too, but this one is the second picture that also came out.
Look how black his mouth is.
The mouth is really important, though.
Yeah.
Here's an actual photo of the prop helmet.
And you know what that means? That means that there's a fucking prop helmet. That means that they're making Stormtrooper costumes.
Yeah. That means there's going to be a whole new group of 501st people.
For the first time in 35 years, no less.
Yeah, a whole new group of 501sts. Anyway, so that's kind of cool. Oh, I should get off of this now.
Yes. Carville will be coming on at any moment because I realized that he should probably be adding to all these.
He's going to add to all these things. Don't worry. We're going to have him on. Don't worry. So anyway, other movie news. Jason Momoa, who plays Khal Drogo on that show, and well, not anymore, and also that dude on Atlantis, Brian. Stop filleting your saws.
Mm-hmm.
Was cast as Aquaman in the Batman Superman movie, which is kind of cool because I like him, and it's good that they're adding other characters. So maybe they'll actually do a whole Justice League thing. I don't really know what's going to happen with that deal, but it's going to be interesting. Will you stop it? And that's that. Is there any other movie news?
You keep skirting around Aquaman like you were ashamed of it.
I just talked it.
Oh,
you
did?
It. I literally just said it.
Oh,
that's what I was
wait,
talking
I forgot.
about
I got confused. I started thinking about something else. No, wait, I was confused. Because isn't someone from Game of Thrones in Star Wars too?
Yes.
The tall lady. The replacement Mon Mothma.
Is she Mon Mothma?
She's Mon Mothma-esque in her demeanor, so I imagine she's a Mon.
Is she in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, that's fine. Neat.
Cool.
Moving on.
Dude, they put the new Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
New Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson on Netflix. Oh wait, let's talk about Star Wars for a minute. So.
Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, we were talking about something.
Star Wars. So with the new Stormtroopers, who are these new Stormtroopers going to be?
Oh yeah,
what kind of story are they doing?
What side are the Stormtroopers on? Because now are the Stormtroopers back? They work for the government. The Galactic, because they were for the thing, and then they were for the other thing, but it was basically the same thing.
Well,
but now the rebels are in charge again.
They're basically just conscripted people, though. So essentially, they can work for any galactic government that's in place. It doesn't have to be the evil galactic government.
Yeah. So
like the Stormtroopers weren't evil people.
Is Han Solo going to be commanding Star? Oh, because they also said here's the other thing. There's been other art coming out. The new X-wings came out, and they're really cool. They are releasing maybe details, maybe rumors about Han Solo that he's going to be piloting a Super Star Destroyer. So
maybe Han Solo is the enemy.
Maybe Han Solo is the bad guy.
Maybe Han Solo is the new Thrawn.
Yeah, but is Han Solo going to have Stormtroopers behind him again? Because he was a captain in the Imperial Army?
He was just some officer.
Yeah.
He was a kid.
How did he get to be captain for the Rebels? Was it just because he
He's
happened
general for the Rebels.
No, but before that, he was captain in Return of the Empire.
Strikes. Well, I mean, just because he like
Just because he was a captain.
because he helped blow up the Death Star a little bit,
I guess. I mean,
and then like got promoted because he did it with Leia
I mean, they gave
and Luke.
you know, Lando Calrissian generalhood because like of a rumor of like it was like, hey, I heard you did something like I heard about this one thing that you might have done, and they hand out ranks like hard candy, man. But so yeah, Star Wars. But yeah, there is the Han Solo concept art out and the actual full-scale model of the new X-Wing photographs for
Also, the full Millennium Falcon.
which
Full-scale Millennium Falcon.
still just the Millennium Falcon, but
It's
still.
awesome.
Yeah, and some other guys in it.
Idiot.
Some other guy drives it.
Some other guy.
Another guy with a cape.
He's a cape guy.
He's a cape guy.
Anyway, so that's movie news. Is there any other movie news? There's no movie news.
No,
Movie?
I saw Zoolander for the first time ever. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen anything for the first time.
Yeah, we'll get you on that.
We'll get there. Save it. What was the thing that we were going to talk about that we didn't want to talk about?
I can't remember.
All right. Well, let's do a quick round of Sam gets his power cord while Brian tells his top 10 list of favorite places to part.
A cliff. Alone in the forest.
That's 8. That's 9.
Wait. Can we wait? Is this in order?
Yes, it's
Okay.
top 10. From 10 down.
Stairwell.
Okay.
Like
That's 8. That's 8.
real
Say the
acting
number.
one.
Say the number.
Number 8, stairwell. Number 7, a mosh pit. You ever fart in a mosh pit, Sam?
No.
That's a thrill. 9. Wait, what am I on? 6. Into the refrigerator. 5. Bottom bunk. No, top bunk.
Idiot.
Yeah. 4. Anywhere in midair. Anywhere where you're not touching any ground.
Got it.
You could be way up skydiving. You could just be jumping a little. Doesn't matter. The air. 3. The opera.
Mm-hmm.
2. Sam's bed. And 1. Absolutely, without any question, the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good top 10 list, Brian. All right, well,
A funeral home when there's no funeral going on. In fact, when it's closed.
yeah, it's 10:40.
Yep.
We're going to do a segment we haven't done in a long time now.
At the time we're supposed to do it too. It's like
At the time,
it's like
we're actually supposed to do it.
nothing ever elapsed.
It's like nothing ever collapsed. We would like to welcome Carbia on to Care Questions. Everybody, welcome Carbia. Yay, Carbia! Carbia, right here. No, Carbia, just come right over here.
Get the stuff. Or here, I'll get you the stuff.
Just come right there.
Yeah,
Sit.
just a drink, nothing more.
Sit there. Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
Carbia, how's it going?
Yeah,
All right, before you say anything else, I have one question for you. What instrument did Sting play with the Police?
Hell if I know, but for the sake of guessing, maybe I was gonna say guitar, right?
That's close, but you're wrong. It's bass guitar. Anyway, Carbia, how you doing?
Kick ass, man, kick ass.
Yeah. Do you have something to show us tonight?
For sure, yeah. I mean, you may have probably been aware of this by now, but I've just burned, not to mention released another batch of the 3 albums, the 8-bit album shop life so far.
Oh, you're doing all 3 of them.
Yet again, I mean, in case anyone's interested, and I'm pretty much everywhere, Bandcamp and the whole 9 yards. I've also released a new retro gaming review series.
Yeah, can you tell us
haven't
about
heard
all the
of.
different projects you do on the internet? Just we see a lot and we hear a lot about the different things that you do with antiquated media and various types of games and videos and movies and music and things like that. Talk about all these different things that you do.
Well, hey, what can I say? It's pretty much a journey in and of itself. Let's see. At Hub Comics in Somerville, you know Hub Comics. They're hosting this.
I know the owner.
Yeah, they're hosting there's like a Sailor Moon hanging gallery.
Wait, hanging gallery?
No, like an exhibition or something.
Oh, I was like, what, like all of like, hey,
not in like a suicide.
Yeah,
one,
that sounds really, really dark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, nothing murder related whatsoever.
Okay.
Anyways, let's see. I've submitted something, and they should be accepting my work a couple of days from now. So yeah, it's pretty much like I said, the exhibition is gonna be like all Sailor Moon themed. Although if he's watching this, which I highly doubt he is, my bro would get so pissed off every time I watched it. But you know what? I don't give a rat's ass.
Yes, suck it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question real quick on the topic of Sailor Moon. Have you watched the new Sailor Moon Crystal or Sapphire or whatever it's called? Do you have an opinion on it at all? Or perhaps an opinion on its existence?
It beats the hell out of me. Hopefully, I mean, I've been hearing of it, never actually just dove into it at all whatsoever. But I've been hearing the English actress for Zoisite, you know, from the Negaverse, she just passed away recently. I mean, that's effed up beyond belief. But my thoughts and prayers go to her relatives and family and whatnot. But all that aside, you know, let's see. As far as hopefully it outdoes the classical by leaps and bounds. If and when I get a chance to see it.
So you are hopeful for it. You're not just immediately naysaying, because that's the easy and cowardly thing to do, which is usually the thing that I do. When a dude comes along, my first instinct is just to lob hatred at it.
Like the hell with it?
Yeah, but that's probably, you know, keeping an open mind is better. Now, Care, our producer Care, she saw
She watched it and she said it was terrible.
She said,
as I've heard from everything else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not shocking.
Well, she was a big fan of the original.
Anyway, so what else do you do on the internet?
Okay, let's see. Here goes nothing. The Hardcore Retro God, which I just created recently.
This is your web series?
Yeah. Kind of like the Angry Video Game Nerd, but with less rage though, and like a bit more informative and detailed. That's pretty much what I'm trying to aim for.
It's good documentarian, yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, I've just released the Ninja Gaiden trilogy review.
Nice. You did the whole trilogy.
Yeah, all on NES, not like the SNES remake though. I do either suggest or just like vote against either. I'm tracking it down, the SNES remake. But all three games, you know, the original one, the Dark Sword of Chaos, those I have the two of for sure.
Yeah.
But the third one I've tried out, but I'm still on the hunt for it. The Ancient Ship of Doom, where Irene Lu gets murdered, but in reality, no spoiler intended. She's actually alive. It's insane beyond belief.
Whoa! Spoilers, man.
Oh yeah, you know, you're right. Yeah, this is my last guest appearance ever in that case. I'm F1 too.
Well, it's our last appearance because it's our last episode.
Before you continue, Kirby, I have one more question for you. What 1981 movie required some 7,000 snakes?
That wouldn't happen to be Raiders now, would it?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And because of that, you get to continue with your stories.
Yeah, all that stuff aside, yeah. So be on the lookout for more reviews.
What's the name of it again?
The Hardcore Retro God.
Hardcore Retro God.
I gotta ask, do you have a 5200?
I know of the system actually, but kind of actually don't have it.
I know there's in Alston, next to like by Mr. Music, that thrift store there. No, not the video game place. There's a thrift store there, and in the window there's an Atari 5200 for like $50. Mike. And it's got some games with it, and it's got no controllers, but you know you can use Genesis controllers.
Oh yeah, I saw the YouTube's episode of that one.
Yeah, so if you got an extra, I would get it, except that my girlfriend yelled at me and said no more video games because under there is all systems. And I can't even fit all my systems under there. So.
Yeah, major bummer. Yeah, I know she had Genesis a while back.
I got the Genesis
but it's
on the back.
May rest in peace.
Yeah.
But I mean, mine. I mean, I just replaced my Model 2 a while back. Yeah. I have like a massive ass collection. So yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing those later on.
Yeah.
Target Earth, Cybernator, Comic Zone, maybe Vectorman 1 and 2, Kabuki Quantum Fighter.
Oh, have you been watching the guys at Red Letter Media, their new video game system, the previously recorded?
Beats the crap out of me.
It's really new. Do you know Red Letter Media?
It might ring an entire belfry or two.
They do Half in the Bag and the Harry Plinkett reviews. They do Mutant Movie reviews. Harvey. No, it's Harry Plinkett.
What's Harvey?
No, it's Harry Plinkett. But anyway, they're really funny. Red Letter Media, and their new video game series is out. And it's really, really good so far. The first few episodes were. And then they did an episode where they just trashed on Sonic the whole time. And the original Sonics, too. They were like, yeah, it was so overrated. He was just invented as a mascot. And it's like, well, which is true. But it was still a great game. And they were just complaining about how hard it was. And I'm like, dude, that's like part of what makes it great.
That's why it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been in a Sonic ever since I was like friggin' 3, for God's sake.
So, Carbia, what role did Cesar Romero fill in 19 TV episodes of Batman?
Definitely the Joker.
The Joker, of course.
Maybe before Nicholson, no less.
Yeah.
The original. So, Carbia, tell us your opinions on Star Wars.
Star Wars, really kick-ass franchise. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I mean, there's lots of other underrated sci-fi flicks out there, which
Sure.
I don't even want to like get into. But
Because there's so many.
yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a favorite like sequel or like an entry in Star Wars, maybe probably I mean, although I have like the first 3 from like 77 through 83, you know, and Jedi and all that stuff.
The original trilogy.
Yeah. None of that Phantom Menace, Sith BS.
No.
Definitely
TPT.
just ESB all the way.
ESB.
Yeah.
Well, what about the how do you
TOT,
feel about
SB,
the new franchise?
You go over the new franchise. J.J. Abrams directing, starring the original cast and also some other people.
Oh yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, isn't there gonna be cameos from like the original cast?
They're all in it. Yeah.
Not even
just
cameos.
They're
They're-
characters.
Oh really? Ford and like
Legit
Hannibal?
characters.
Yeah. Who's everyone? Ford is going to be in it. Hamill's going to be in it. Carrie Fisher's
Carrie
going to be in
Fisher's
it.
in it.
Um,
Peter Mayhew was in it.
Peter Mayhew is.
Oh, yeah.
Probably Anthony Daniels.
Or Cushing?
Freaking, you know, what's his
Well,
face?
well, Peter Cushing's character got burned on fire, so
Oh my god.
Yeah.
he won't be there.
He won't be there.
But
Rest in peace. Okay, I'm not even.
But anyway, have you ever watched the Clone Wars TV show?
Oh, on Cartoon Network,
Yeah, Cartoon
created by Gandhi Tartakovsky
Yeah.
of Dexter's Laboratory.
No, not
fame.
that one. The other one.
Another.
The sequel series that came after the Clone Wars movie that came out in 2006 or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, Warner Brothers released that.
Yep.
yeah.
I
Have you ever watched that?
I might have to some degree. I mean, I wish I could have kept up. In full honesty.
Let me ask you another question. What Eddie Murphy movie was subtitled The Clumps?
Oh, the second Nutty Professor, I
The
presume.
second Nutty Professor.
Well, at least less than half a
Nutty
decade
Professor
after the
2.
first one.
That's right. Yeah, but so Star Wars. But what are some sci-fi movies that you're actually excited for right now?
Let's see.
Is there anything in particular you'd like to express concern or enthusiasm over?
From what I've been hearing, there's been a lot of hype, if not very much, about that Michael Bay Turtles.
Yeah,
I'm into
that's
Turtles.
me and Sam, we didn't see it, and I don't think we're gonna now because Sam's moving to Texas.
I'm gonna see it at the Alamo Draft
/ hell. Yeah, I
I'm going.
I wanted to see it not because I actually wanted to see it, but just so I could have it, so I could actually properly, really get a grasp on it and go out into the world and say like, guys, this is what actually happened. Here's actually how bad it is. Because I don't want to be one of those guys who sits around and says, oh, it's terrible, but I haven't seen it yet. But I know it's terrible, but I want to go see it, just so I'm not that guy. So I can actually say how bad it
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty much the same with every remake out there nowadays. But
Yeah.
then again, I prefer the original, like the trilogy from New Line and Golden Harvest. Judith Hogue.
Yeah, Judith Hogue.
And Paige
who-
Turco.
Actually, believe it or not, again, Red Letter Media, one of them actually not liked, but tolerated the new Teenage Mutant.
I heard about that. You told me that, and I said, well, that person is an idiot and should be fired
Yeah.
and never appear anywhere. Ever
This was
again.
also the
Like
review
Heather.
immediately after. They were like, yeah, Boyhood was like the worst movie that I ever saw, and Guardians of the Galaxy was unbelievable. So I think they're just trying to like piss people off at this point. I think they're just saying whatever they think would get people angry at
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much effed up.
Yeah. But you're in the same boat. You are a naysayer. too.
Unless it has Vanilla Ice, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
Carbia, what is the best Star Wars game?
If I had to pick one, holy crap.
This is a question from the fans too. This isn't a question from me. This is a question from the fans.
Oh yeah, I was kind of considering going for Masters of Terras Kasi, released for PS1. Like,
That is an obscure one.
Wow, that is one I've never heard of.
Yeah.
I remember.
Terrace Kasi?
Yeah, I remember playing it like for like on one of those demos like that, like when PS1 was all the rage.
Yeah, ooh, I got
It's like a fighter.
a pack. Oh, it was Tournament Fighter?
Basically, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. A few new characters were in there aside from the ones from the original trilogy.
Bosk, maybe? Was Bosk in there?
Maybe so, not sure.
Gengar?
Arden Lin, I know, was pretty much created for the game. Arden Lin, she, but definitely not in the original trilogy, that's for sure. But let's just say she made Jill Valentine look like, I don't know, like the half cousin of the half bitch cousin of Yoda and Vigo.
That is a really strange group.
Yeah, I don't really know anything what you just said, what it means.
Yeah,
I like what you're saying.
You've
So
gone
it's
over it.
okay.
I'm sure it's true. I trust your opinions more than anybody's. But,
Jonah says Dark Forces 2.
I never played Dark Forces 2, but Dark Forces 1 was awesome.
I actually
This is
like.
all I gotta say. I actually got a pack of LucasArts demos for Mac. There were like 6 of them in a friggin' book, and they're great. And Dark Forces in there. The X-Wing Flight Simulator, which was really good. I don't think they finished it before they released it, but aside from that, it was
They
great.
didn't do that with a lot of Star Wars games.
Rebel Assault 1 and 2 were in there, and probably something else that I can't
You know,
remember.
I actually.
I thought some zombies ate my neighbors.
I remember now. I had 2 very fun. I got a similar LucasArts demo for Mac disc pack, and it had 2 games on it. One which was a Civilization / SimCity style planet builder,
Ooh.
which didn't work very well. A sim style planet builder where you could put all the different aliens and trees and stuff like that. And the other one was basically a build droid simulator. So you would build a droid to perform different tasks within what appeared to be a more complex, like evaporator farm, similar to Luke's home on Tatooine. And you had to build a droid that had to perform these very specific tasks, kind of like Spore. You know, you could collect
that's what
parts.
I was getting at.
Yeah, you could collect parts, and you could use those parts to get other parts. There was no goal. Again, it was a demo, but that was pretty good.
And let's us forget just the straight up trilogy on Super Nintendo.
So I have the first entry myself.
I actually have never played the first one. I beat the third one
Return to Jedi.
once or twice, and it gets really hard near the end. The second one, oh hello lady.
I can't wait to get my hands on the next 2.
The second one, is just like so hard, it's a friggin' joke, and I can't get past like the first level. Like it's just like redonkulous difficult to the point where it's virtually unplayable. It's so hard.
Yeah.
James Rolfe got pretty far in it, but I put in a request for him to do the Star Wars Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
And he did them very shortly thereafter. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one,
Probably not.
but I was part of it.
Kirby,
You don't mind
what
cats,
does
do ya?
What does
I
the
don't know.
Samuel Jackson's L stand for?
I wish I could have researched that a little bit, but if I had to guess, I'll try to keep this as brief as a TV commercial. Got it on it now. But
No, it's Leroy.
like in Last Dragon, that.
Wow, did you know that? First of all, that the song that is the Friends theme song was by a band called the Rembrandts, and secondly, that Trivial Pursuit claims that Friends actually has an apostrophe after the S because they belong to many people. They're friends of many, not just of themselves. Anyway,
So the proper pronunciation is Friends.
no, it's just Friends.
No.
You don't put another S after the apostrophe.
Yeah. Same in names ends with S as well.
Yeah, Brian. Anyway, Kirby, talk to us about something interesting that you read yesterday.
Hey, literature, in
No, it can be anything that you read. It doesn't have to be literature.
It can be a sign.
Continue, but
Yeah, anyhow, figures, where the heck do I even, continue with that? Yeah, I have been reading all sorts of insane nonsense left and right, like, I mean, I've been planning a hell of a lot of crap for my next few reviews, but let's see. I was thinking maybe doing like some Godzilla games left and right. I mean, just pick up the Game Boy. Just pick up the Game Boy one. It's just like it's basically like a puzzle platformer where you have to like rescue his son and like take down
Godzilla's son.
Yeah, Mini or something like that.
Minya.
Yeah, but most of the monsters, Minya.
Yeah.
It's Manila. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but let's see. Most of the monsters I know are from there. Rodan. Let's see.
Ghidra.
Ghidra. Hell, F. Yeah. I never have run into him yet. Hedera, but you can't take it down unless you have like a boulder right next to him. Very slow. Mechagodzilla. Let's see.
Space Godzilla.
Freaking.
This sounds like this was before that, probably.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
And,
before. From like 1990.
But I guess Game Boy Color was going. Was this Game Boy or Game Boy Color?
The original Game Boy.
Oh yeah, so that
1990.
was. When did Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla was like?
94.
94.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I have all the Godzilla films myself, actually.
I gotta show you my shelf, man. I got this much Godzilla VHS up there.
Good God, yeah.
And then right on top of I have one of the box sets, and then on top of the box sets is where I stack all my collection of Christian pamphlets.
Good job.
Yes.
Especially that 98 TriStar Abomination.
Which one is it? I am more sympathetic to the Matthew Broderick Godzilla than anyone I've ever met. I kind of don't mind it. I think the only real problem with it is that it's called. If it wasn't called Godzilla, it would just be.
So how do you feel about all Godzilla films?
A mediocre
or not true to your
mediocre, monster movie.
Yeah.
I know I'm alone, and I know I suck for not hating that movie, but I can live with it.
Let me ask you this, just because because it's a difficult question, but because I just want to point out that this question is a Trivial Pursuit question. What color is Shrek?
The ogre, freaking green, man.
What were you gonna say? That's not the ogre.
I take that back. Okay.
Oh, you mean the ogre? Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Yeah, I mean that was what you were going for.
I wonder if anyone has named their child Shrek.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Brian, let me ask you a question.
Ask me a question, Sam.
What was the first James Bond novel?
It was Casino Royale.
What addiction-inducing crop did Christopher Columbus discover in Cuba in 1492?
Tobacco.
When... Oh, no when's on that page. When
we see.
What is the largest... Nope.
Yeah, he does.
What is Cuba's most common mammal?
Cuba's most common mammal?
Yeah,
it's some kind of bat. I'm gonna guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if the answer was bat.
Bat. It's gonna be bats.
Not even a vampire one at all.
Vampires.
Vampire bats are Central and North and South America, I think, mostly. It's all fruit bats in Cuba. Cuba has several bats on the edge list. That is...
well, I guess we'll never know because I can't find
evolutionarily diverse and globally endangered. I'm really into the edge list lately.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah, I'm saying bats, and no one can say that I'm wrong because Sam lost the page, so I'm right.
Because I'm a winner.
Why shouldn't everybody be?
But yes, Godzilla has babies. Minya appeared first in Son of Godzilla, and then appeared again as a shrunken down, speaking to a child version of himself in Godzilla's Revenge, which was the weirdest fucking Godzilla movie ever because all the scenes with Godzilla. You don't know this one?
I know Godzilla's Revenge. I mean, I may have seen it in bits and pieces, but Son of Godzilla, I have a VHS of.
It's all of the. There's actually no monsters in it, and the whole thing. All the monster scenes take place in the imagination of a child who's trying to escape from the clutches of kidnappers. It's fucking crazy.
God, reminds me of Rebirth of Mothra 3.
Oh, I have seen, I think, the first two... No, I've only ever seen the original Mothra and then all the ones with that she was in with Godzilla. I've never seen any other Mothra movies.
Wait, I mean, I have the entire trilogy.
No, I saw on TV once one of the ones from the 2000s and there was a little tiny lady riding around like a little Batra, and it was really, really weird and terrible.
Oh yeah.
The later Mothra movies just got like whacked out.
What was Toho thinking?
They hit some skids
Not a
there
lot of
for a minute.
things, probably.
I mean, I've been following all sorts of tokusatsu and kaiju lore for quite some time,
Yeah.
especially like Ultraman and various others. And when Gamera.
Yeah. I was only ever into Godzilla and Gamera, and then I came to Ultraman later in life. But Ultraman is awesome. I haven't gotten too deep into that.
If I remember, what's a Tiga like being the most recent American airing in over a decade. But I have the SNES Ultraman game, which I've been hearing a lot. It's kind of sucked.
Oh man, can I ask you something? There's this thing. I rented a videotape when I was, or my mom rented it for me, I guess, not knowing how unbelievably gruesome it was going to be when I was probably like, I was like 5. And it was totally whacked out, and it was like super cheesy anime. Probably contemporary, probably came out like, well, I'm guessing late 80s. And then it was kids in like robots, and they would fight monsters, but they were all anime, and then the monsters were live-action kaiju monsters. And then there was, the only other thing I remember is that there was some plague of rats. Does this ring any
That
bells?
sounds awesome.
If anyone would know what I'm looking, I've been looking for what the hell this thing that I watched was for like for like 20 years.
Was it a movie?
It was like a movie, part of a miniseries. I have no idea.
Yeah, probably wasn't Argus or whatever.
Orgus.
Or
No.
Argus? Like the Argus array?
no. There's like this old ass mech anime from like.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
anyways, I see what you're getting at. I've seen other obscure anime myself. Like let's see, there's Twilight of the Cockroaches. Maybe not remember that.
That one is, I've never seen it and I really want to. Isn't that the one that there's a scene where they all get pooped on?
Well, what the?
Does that happen in it?
Oh yeah, I mean, what's it? There's 2 humans. There's like a human couple in real life. But
Yeah, the people are live action.
yeah, they're facing off against like these animated like insects.
Yeah.
Most of the designs were done by the guy who did Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's been high on my list for a while. I read a countdown of like the strangest like cartoons you could find, and it was that and Philidai and some other junk
Oh yeah, and it's like some
and Plague Dogs.
and it's like some effed up like war themed crap left and right.
Cover ya. Top 10 list, starting at number 10.
Top 10 list. Holy
Oh.
cow.
The best video games
Of all
between the years of 1985 and 1995.
95. Where the hell do I begin? Okay, here goes nothing.
Number 10.
All right, number 10. Okay. All right, Super Mario Brothers. The entire series. Who gives a crap if it's one or not? Let's see. Shatterhand, Jaliko and Natsume. Let's see. Contra, the whole damn series. Tecmo's Ninja Gaiden. Mega Man series. Doesn't matter the spin-off. Original X or anything.
The ones between 85 and 95, which were the best anyway, so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, continuing the F on. Let's see, R-Type. Definitely R-Type. Best shmup ever. Gradius or Gradius.
That's number 4.
Oh, yeah, it's just, I'm just keeping up, nothing more. Okay, wrapping it the F up. Okay, so Gradius, definitely number 4. Let's see, Vice Project Doom by Sammy. Let's see, Josh for the NES by LJN. And I know what you're thinking, LJN sucks. Think again. But I mean, at least they made something great, especially that Maximum Carnage game. And number 1, I am just gonna like a shot of the cannon. Okay. Drum roll. Number 1. Okay. There's so many right now. So I just can't believe it. Come on, King Quantum Fighter! Human now.
All right, one I've never heard of.
Yeah, that's a really fascinating list. That's a good mix of classics and shit that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. You're an army colonel trapped in a computer, and you have to like take out viruses and stuff.
That sounds really strange.
Look at my watch stand.
Yeah.
My watch
A
stand.
few honorable mentions. I was gonna throw in the Assault Suit series, Target Earth, and Cybernator.
Rama 1.5 hard battle.
Let's see.
1.5.
Yeah, based on the anime, if I'm not mistaken.
It's real? You think we were lying? We believe you. Let's see if we miss any. No, we didn't miss any.
Speaking of comments,
Guys, I think we gotta take you out. Keep it real, full class.
so Kirby, I don't know if you know this, but way back when we had a tradition of whoever was the guest on our show that evening got to sing the comments with
Got to do a duet with me singing all the comments from the night. Now, we could go back and sing all the comments from the past months.
Alright, yeah, as long as I do it metal form.
Do it in whatever form you like. So we're gonna start up and keep them coming. Fill them out quicker than we can. So we start here.
It's fucking good. It's fucking
I'm bringing you a carpet.
How you doing?
That one dude has really impressive farmer's tan.
Cracking further with that dude.
That dude, Philister McCrackenOnMondays, Pacific Halibut, blueback herring, crabby, moving tuna.
Short fun, party, hey,
Super,
flathead song,
pork spine, pork fleet,
my drop,
walleye,
Scotty, Pacific cold,
great white, shark,
no, rest in peace.
Keep it going, keep
Rest
it
in
going.
peace. Okay, American Eel. Talking about a Canadian scroll and oh crap,
Yeah, our website's broken.
Okay, Pacific Mac.
Great Blake Mark,
Pacific Hack.
Cape Cod,
Can't wait to go before I fucking die. Lobster.
crab.
More crabs anymore than hey Anastasia. So
No, those are not fish. Transizio's not a fish. Crab's not a fish. Lobster's not a fish. Swordfish. Dogfish.
Swordfish.
Cold coelacanth. Baby Raper is probably already come through.
No shit, yes.
Biggest fish. Upright bass fish. What fool I claim the shaggy dog. It wasn't me.
Rest in peace, Casey Kasem.
It wasn't me. Reproduction campaign.
Sam, if I was Timbers and packed a roll.
Yeah, you know. No, heartbeats are watching. Magic beats ALS. You should do it.
You could say, fuck you, man.
Ice bucket chickens.
Oh, I want to hear about coming you wet. Oh, yeah, I swear, you will hear a hell of a lot.
Okay, this is acceptable as well. Not so.
Brian Fellation, the instrument.
He's using his tool. Leave him alone.
The main tool is
You mean General Solo? Oh, we gotta sit down and see if there's anything new, because there's too many of these. This is the best Troll 2 song I've ever heard.
That's all the song I've ever heard.
We're totally
Yeah. Even some of their songs are on my are NES style. Our album right here, Cherry to God. And I'm going to high school. Yeah, nobody cares about that shit. Oh, here, I'll help you out. Purple hands for you, motherfuckers! Yeah. And who not while we're at it.
Well,
All
guys,
right.
that's the show.
Let's
You got an extra 10 minutes out of us, and that's the show essentially
Mondays.
forever. We will literally see you in hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't expect Slayer to show
Yeah,
up.
last words, Scorpion?
None whatsoever, except I'm not even supposed to be here today. I like to dedicate
right.
this to all the VSQ fans. But
Yeah, that's right.
Kevin Smith for life. Get your ass out. Get your fat ass up and do some clerks.
Right, any last words?
Spank my cactus. No, that was a terrible last words. I can't do. What do you want? What do you want from me?